Alright, we interrupt your Honda tear down and rebuild for a hopefully quick little thing on this 2005 Mercury, the big 4.6. Customer, not really a customer, friend of ours who uses this baby to get back and forth to some chemo treatments, is stating that get some braking issues and a noise from the passenger left rear, or the passenger rear. I'm going to do a quick inspection. Well, this side looks good, pads look good. Interesting. So I guess we will just take it for a little spin, try to duplicate the concern, and see if we can figure out what's going on. She tried to get it to a local shop, but everybody around the area is booked for the next several weeks. And so we're going to see what we got. Let's get the keys and see what's going on with this thing. I don't normally work on other people's vehicles because I'm not very good generally, and I don't have insurance, and if I screw up, then I cost myself a lot of money and create a lot of aggravation for other people, and I don't like that. Good running little car. I like these old Fords. No check engine lights. Got oil pressure, got temperature. Airbag light blinked. Nothing terrible. Let's see what we got. Brakes feel good. Ah, okay. You hear that click? That may be a sway bar bushing. There's something. I heard something clicking back there. She's right. It's the noise is coming from the passenger rear. It's not a big noise though. It's not terrible. The brakes feel fine. Yep, there it was. There it is. Yeah, I know. Okay. So we do have something going on back there. I don't think it's brakes. But there's something that's loose. So we have found the concern. Let's turn the old AC off. We do have an airbag light. I've looked at that before. There's something going on in the circuit, but it's not really worth diagnosing for this car. Alright, so first course of business, I think, is to jack up the car, get the old wheel off, and see if we can find out what's a-clicking. Because there is something going on back here, but it didn't sound terrible, so we'll see what happens. Well, got the wheel off. Everything's free. Brakes pads are about half. Everything looks okay over here. Yeah, the rotors they've had better days, but they're not junk for what this is. And I don't see anything loose. We don't have a sway bar back here. Shocks. I got a broken boot, but it doesn't seem to be leaking. Everything's tight. Everything looks pretty reasonable. I'm wondering if the U-joint is going bad. Well, we're going to put this thing in neutral and see. Get the old jack stand under there for safety, because I am on a hill. I'm gonna put it in neutral and see if we can turn this thing and listen to see if that drive shaft U-joint might be bad. God, I hope it's not that. I don't want to change one of those. I hate those things. But I may need to buy a hydraulic press. Not may need to. I want to buy a hydraulic press probably to do the bearings on this monster, so that may be an excuse to do that before I need it for this. So we're going to see if we can get that into neutral and see what we find. Alright, she's in neutral. I don't think this has a posi, and it doesn't. Here are the spider gears. They sound okay. Bearings seem okay. I'm going to try to crawl under there with a little pry bar and see if we can see if that U-joint may be going south. Alright, so I pried on the U-joint. Everything's tight, not moving at all. So I think that's alright, but I think I may have found it. The exhaust hanger has failed. And given the intermittent nature of the issue, I'm betting that's our problem. So what I think I'm going to do is see if I can get that. I mean, it's not going to be quite right, but we need an exhaust hanger basically. I'm going to see what I have hanging around, but my guess is that exhaust hanger is the problem, and this is just that's what she's hearing when it vibrates, because I think that's everything else looks perfect. So we're going to try to come up with something for cheap, or better yet, free, and tie that up so it doesn't rub on the quarter panel. I think that's our problem, which is good, because this car's not in bad shape. Digging through my piles of junk, I have this, which I'm betting I can make work. Let's take a look and see what we got. I thought the exhaust looked a little cocked. Yeah, that's complete junk. Alright, so, oh yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's turned the wrong way. Yeah, whoever put this exhaust on for her, it's not the best. So I may look to see if I can find a factory one, see if there's a one at the local parts store that's only a few bucks. I don't think these are going to be too expensive. And then, yeah, rather than cobbling this thing, because it is a pretty nice car, I think I'll try to get her a real one, and then we can go from there. But I believe that's our problem. So, alright, back in a few. Alright, well, these, with the 90-degree hanger system, don't seem to exist at my local parts stores, so I was able to kind of twist and jam and force and get that old weird hanger on. I think it's going to be good enough. It might end up hitting over here eventually, but I think that's going to work for her for short term. Certainly for a free fix, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think we're going to be in good shape. So we're going to get the tire back on, take it for a quick test, see if I can make it squeak anymore, and give it back. So this might be a good one. Alright, let's see if I don't have a clicky squeaky thing anymore. Whoop, trip tire. Yep, that was it. Alright. that was it. So I'm gonna give it back to her, and I think she's good to go. So hope you're all having a good day. We'll get back on the Honda shortly. Take care.